Hello, everyone. It's Charlton. Please subscribe to my channel. Tap the notification bell. I'd appreciate it majorly. So, Brad Parscale, if I pronounce his name properly, who fairly familiar with, the Trump campaign manager, former campaign manager. He's now Trump's digital guy, and that's what he was before he became Trump's campaign manager. Was a huge part of the 2016 campaign and Trump's success, supposedly, because a big part of Trump's success was his digital campaign. If you think Trump was truly successful, which I do not, I believe Trump and Hillary fixed the 2016 election. I do, and I think she lost on purpose. I've gone through this extensively, but that's not what this video is about. Anyways, today he suffered some kind of mental breakdown, where his wife called 911 and called police to his home, and he had apparently barricaded himself in the home. He owns several firearms, I believe, and the police. And he was his wife, I think, expressed that he was suicidal, according to the Sun Sentinel. This is in Fort Lauderdale, and at some point, I think it wasn't necessarily absolutely confirmed that it was him that this was in regards to, but I think it's been confirmed based on where the address that the 911 call was placed from and where the police went to. It's at the 2300 block of DeSoto Drive in the Seven Isles community of Fort Lauderdale, and it's his residence. So I think by this time it's been confirmed that it was him. And after some kind of tense situation, as it's put over at the Sun Sentinel, a tense situation unfolded at a home owned by Brad Parscale, the former campaign manager of Donald Trump's re-election campaign, after his wife called police to say that Parscale had guns and was threatening to harm himself. Fort Lauderdale police said Sunday night they at some point were able to convince himself to, give himself up and get help. And they took him into custody and took him to the Broward Health Medical Center, I believe is the name of it. Broward Health Medical Center is where he was taken, and he was taken under the Baker's Act, which is a Florida law. I believe it's a state law that allows the authorities to take somebody into custody for 72 hours. Sometimes it can be initiated by a loved one. I think in this case it was because of his wife, or by various officials, judges, and so forth. But that's what he was taken into custody under and taken to the Broward Health Medical Center under the Baker's Act. So he can be held there for the next 72 hours, I guess, to get medical assistance and mental health assistance, if he was claiming to be suicidal. So, it's a shame, and it's obviously a pretty big story, being that he was Trump's former campaign manager, and he was just demoted in July, just a little over 2 months ago. I think July 15th is where it says President Trump announced late July 15th, 2020, that he was replacing Brad Parscale as his campaign manager with longtime political aide Bill Stepien, who actually commented on this and basically said that Brad Parscale is part of their extended family, the Trump, campaign family, and that, they wish him well and he needs help and so forth. There's a statement I'll hopefully get to and read. So, that's pretty remarkable, I would say. I don't know what exactly, if his demotion had something to do with this, or if there was just many things going on in his life. I've read stories about him and his family before, and how he sort of had an obscure background and had seemed to emerge from nowhere to become this political digital genius, and so, it just, I don't know, it seemed a little odd. So, but that's what's happened here. He's been taken to the Broward Health Medical Center. I believe that's the same place where Nicholas Cruz, spent time, and I'm fairly certain he had seen some medical professionals there. Nicholas Cruz, the shooter at the Stoneman Douglas High School, I think, where 17 kids were shot. Broward Health Medical Centers in Broward County. So, that's pretty much the story there. It's pretty crazy. And over here, it does describe the Fort Lauderdale police responded to a home in reference to an armed male attempting suicide Sunday afternoon. When officers arrived on the scene, they made contact with the wife of the man who told them her husband was armed, had access to multiple firearms inside the house, and was threatening to harm himself. She had placed a 911 call, according to police. Fort Lauderdale police said the armed subject was transported to Broward Health Medical Center, where he was placed under a Baker Act. Police determined no one else was in the home. A statement from President Trump's campaign communications director, Tim Murtaugh, said, Brad Parscale is a member of our family, and we love him. We are ready to support him and his family in any way possible. I'm not sure if he and his wife have children or not. It's very possible they do, but I'm not real sure. So it was communications director Tim Murtaugh that made that statement, not the Spellman, who I said before. But it doesn't, it kind of, in each report, it goes from the 911 call, this description that I just read to you, to just flat out him being transported to Broward Health Medical Center, where he was placed under a Baker's Act. There's no description of exactly how the tense exchange went down, you know, whether there was a struggle, I mean, he was armed, or he just willingly gave himself up, or what. There's just not a lot of details in terms of, you know, how they were able to navigate getting him out of the home unarmed and in custody. But that's the story there, man. Thanks for watching my videos. Please subscribe to my channel. Give me a like down below. I'll see you in the next video. Later, man.